Okay, so that was the episode Lightning Bowler Society. I will tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, and then I'll give it a score. So as always, starting with what I didn't like, I'm going to say right off the top of my head, the only real thing I can think of is Sonic's behavior throughout this episode. Now, I know it's played for laughs here. I know it's his thing that he does not like to lose. I get it. His ego. And for Sonic Boom's sake, I guess really it is taken up to 10. It does, however, feel a little bit like he went a little too bonkers for me in this one. Like, I get it. You don't like to lose, Sonic, but can you calm down just a little bit? Just a little bit. Yeah, really. I mean, it was funny, but doesn't it kind of feel like how Teen Titans Go treats Robin? Like, how some episodes really focus on him being overly bossy and trying to take lead on everything, and if they don't listen, he goes batshit insane too. It did feel a little bit like that, but again, for this show, this is really the only time I think I've seen Sonic go this nuts, so it gets a pass. But other than that, that's really the only thing I can think of that I didn't particularly care for, but it did give us a funny face at the end. Going into what I liked. This episode had a lot of things I liked in it. I like more slice of life type episodes, especially in shows like these where we don't. Well, I guess this whole show is a slice of life kind of comedy deal, but I like it when it focuses on other characters besides our main cast. Granted, our main cast does show up in this episode. It really was more focused on the Lightning Bolt Society, who up until now we've only seen them pop up here and there for the occasional villainous antics, but here we got to see a little bit more into the group dynamic. We learned a little bit more about who they are and what they contribute to the group. For example, I mean, whatever that dude's name is, the Chameleon, having multiple tree disguises. I thought they were all the same tree, but apparently he's been wearing multiple tree disguises the whole time. Dave, we pretty much knew his whole thing. He's a villain even without the Lightning Bolt Society. What's his face? The sneaky one, who I guess is the thief of the group. Learned a little bit more about him. Naked Walrus dude still needs to put some clothes on, but at least we learned that he is, I guess, more or less the kind of brains and charisma behind the group. So it was nice to see them a little bit, get a little more focus on them and kind of an episode dedicated to them. Also, we had a lot more new, I won't say new faces, but newer faces showing up. We had, that sheep showed up in the audience. We had that bunny show up in the audience. We had a couple of other characters, reoccurring newer characters for season 2 show up. We also had Stacy and Percy show up. Stacy getting actual spoken dialogue in this episode and actually kind of being a plot point in the overall breakup of the Lightning Bowlers, as it will. I called her the Yoko Ono of the group, and Yoko Ono was the woman who was famed for the supposed breakup of the Beatles, or rather supposedly responsible for the breakup of the Beatles. They even had they had a Powerpuff Girls episode that was just kind of like this, where the villains got together, but a female winds up getting into one of the group members' heads that he's better than the rest of them, thus causing them to butt heads and eventually break up. That was the Beatles episode of Powerpuff Girls, where they were called the Beat Alls. That was one of my favorite episodes. That reminded me just of that. Mojo Jojo and everything. Yeah, I did love that Stacy show. I like Stacy and Percy. I like the designs. I like them. Their designs, that is. What else? Oh boy. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I'm just rolling through the episode. Rolling as in I just rolled a bowling ball. Man, I need to work on my jokes today. I'm a little bit messed up because after that phone call, I have a lot on my head right now. Think hard.
Will you sign my beef bowl?
Will you sign my beef bowl?
I don't know. Overall, I just thought this was a very fun episode, focused more on different characters than our main cast. So, just overall, I guess I'll go ahead and give it a score now. I will give this one a 8.6 or 7. I don't know. I'm hovering between the two. I'll be generous today and give it an 8.7 out of 10. But I'm sure my thoughts will change later on. But this is just off the top of my head right now. after freshly watching it, I'll give it 8.7 out of 10. It was a fun episode. Even Eggman showing up at the end kind of had a purpose of showing just how inept these guys are as villains. They make great heroes, though, if by accident, but still. Yeah. Go ahead and let me know what you guys thought. Do you agree with me, or do you disagree, or do you feel this episode was kind of meh? Just let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Web for reactions for more videos if you haven't already. And, well, I got a whole bunch of other requests that you guys have been giving me, and I'm going through them bit by bit while also trying to sort through them and also edit them. So stay tuned for more stuff on the channel. We're getting closer to the launch of Sonic Mania, so some stuff will be coming out for that. Get excited. Be sure to check out my gaming channel if you haven't already, because I got some stuff cooking over there soon. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I will see you all next time. So, stay tuned.
What's taking the chameleon so long? If we don't leave soon, Sonic's gonna think we're forfeiting the big game.
Hey guys, this is Moko Jono. She's a performance criminal and she's conceived some brilliant schemes that I think we should try.